Hi, welcome to this 10-minute morning yoga flow. We're going to begin in child's pose. So just taking a few moments to get comfortable. You can either have your knees set mat distance apart or bring them together if that's a little bit too intense this morning. So just finding a child's pose that works for you and relaxing your forehead down on the mat and turning your attention inwards, focusing on your breath. Observing your breath rather than trying to change anything, and just checking in with how you're feeling this morning. Begin walking your arms over to the left-hand side of your mat so that you can feel a stretch in your child's pose all along the right-hand side of your body. And then walking your hands back to the center of the mat, relaxing the forehead down and just taking a few breaths in the middle here to feel the difference between the right and left side of the body. And now walking your arms over to the right hand side and feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Relaxing your forehead down, relaxing the jaw and the face. Walk your arms back to the middle of the mat, coming back into child's pose. You can tent your fingers here just to feel a slightly deeper stretch and release through the shoulders. So just leaving your fingertips on the mat and lifting your palms. And then let's come to sit down in a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged. You might like to sit on a block or a cushion here. And dropping your right ear over your right shoulder, you can bring your right hand to rest on top of the head and your left arm to the floor to increase the feeling of the stretch. And then releasing that, we'll do the same on the left side. So left ear over left shoulder, left arm can come to rest on top of the head, not pushing down here, but just letting the weight of the arm increase the stretch. And right hand to floor. And then releasing that, we'll come into some semicircle movements here with the head, just moving from shoulder to shoulder, and either staying here or you can increase it into full head circles, just working with whatever feels comfortable this morning for you. And then switching directions with the circles. Letting those circles go, just roll through the wrists a few times in both directions. And then let's come forward to tabletop. So lining our knees under our hips and our wrists under our shoulders, spreading through all 10 fingers, drop the belly and look up. And then round through the spine, bring your chin to your chest. And then dropping the belly, look up, really arching through the back. And then rounding through chin to chest. And just working through this cat-cow movement in your own pace. You can line your movement up with the breath here, so you drop the belly on the inhale and round through on the exhale. And then walking your hands a few centimeters forwards, tuck through the toes and press back to downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs to really warm up and stretch out the back of the legs. These can often feel quite tight in the morning. So just moving at your own pace. And then coming to stillness with the legs. Just going to shake the head yes and no to release any tension in the neck. And lifting the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hips, coming into this three-legged dog with an open hips. And then coming back square, you can feed the right leg through and step it between the hands. Lowering the back knee and coming into our low lunge. First of all, bringing our hands to the top of the thigh. Just warming up into that low lunge. And then when you're ready, releasing the arms above the head. Keeping your shoulders down. Really feeling yourself grow tall from the waist. And coming back to the breath here. And then bringing your hands to prayer at your chest. We're going to twist and hook our left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Just coming into this twist with our hands in prayer. And releasing that twist and coming back to face the front with our arms by our ears. Plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee and step back to downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal out through the legs or stay in stillness. And then lifting through the left leg, bend the knee and open up the hip to the side, coming into this three-legged dog with an open twist. Really pressing through both hands equally here. And then square off the hips, straighten the leg, and step the foot between the hands, lowering the back knee and coming into our low lunge on the other side. First of all, bringing our hands to the top of the thigh, warming up into that lunge for a few breaths. And then releasing your arms by your ears, keeping your shoulders down, maybe looking slightly up. Then bringing your hands to prayer, hooking your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh and coming into that twist. Release the arms back again by the ears. Then plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the knee and step back to downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal out through the feet here. Then going to come onto our tiptoes and roll forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, and then bend the knees and move back to the downward facing dog. And again, rolling forward to plank and then pushing back to downward facing dog. Really trying to articulate through the spine here. I'm going to do that again. Rolling forward to plank, bending through the knees and pushing your hips back into the sky into downward facing dog. Then looking between the hands, Walk up to the top of the mat, coming into our forward fold. You can bend the knees generously here to really feel a release in the lower back, grabbing opposite elbows and gently swaying from side to side. Then releasing the elbows, roll up through the spine, head comes up last. Then going to come into a standing side bend, so bringing your arms above your ears, bring your left arm down to your thigh and stretch over to the left hand side, feeling that opening through the right side of the body. Really grounding through both feet here. Then coming back up, arms by your ears, release the right arm down to the leg and bend over to the right, feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Coming back with your arms by your ears, you can bring them down to prayer. And then you're ready to step off your mat and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.